Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Red Hood figure from Arkham Knight, and this is by DC Collectible, figure I've been waiting for quite a long time. Even though this is a repaint of another figure, decided to pick this up because it is that cool. So here are the other figures that are available in Series 3, so let's take a look at Red Hood. Alright, and here we have the figure outside the packaging, and he only comes with one accessory, which is his sniper rifle. And this weapon is actually put together from two pistols into a sniper rifle, which is awesome in the game. And now here's the figure itself. Paint job on it is really good. I really like the spoiler alert, if you haven't played the game or cared to know the story about the game, I suggest you not watch the rest of this video because it is going to spoil this character for you. I am about to spoil it, so if you haven't seen the if you haven't played the game, then I suggest you, or if you plan to play it eventually and you don't want to get spoiled, then you better stop watching this video. But after so here goes. After Arkham Knight, once he took off this his blue helmet, the outer shell of that helmet, it's got this red one underneath, which is awesome. And he uses this sniper rifle in the game. And now, straight out of the box, this figure will not be able to give you that pose. To have him look down the barrel and stuff like that, but I am gonna try to modify this because I've noticed his arms, you can see it comes down pretty far, but I've noticed the armpit area I could cut a little more for it to go in even further. I'll show you guys. Here's this piece over here. I think if I trim a little off of here, then I should be able to get his arm to go even closer to his body. Same with this side. You can see there's a little gap here in between because the arm is hindered by this section right here. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to heat it up with the hairdryer and then try to cut a section off to see if that'll help with the articulation of it. But overall, it's an awesome looking figure. The emblem is very crisp. The paint job on it is nice. And the helmet is very metallic. And you can see these shoulder pieces. This piece right here, it's glued over the harder plastic, so it acts as a shoulder pad, which is kind of neat. So you don't really see the joint right there. And since I already started, let's go over the articulation. Head is on the ball joint, and then shoulders are on the ball hinge. Same with the elbows and the wrists. And then there's a swivel joint around the chest, and then in the abdominal area there's a abdomen crunch. You can see right there. Let's see how far you could actually bend forward. Really good amount of ab crunch. You can see you could bend all the way down. And he could also arch back quite a bit, which is somewhat unnatural, but still, he could do that. And the way they sculpted everything, they took out the waist joint, which I don't mind because the chest already has a some sort of a swivel joint. And then the hips are on a ball joint, and the knee there's a cut joint, and then thigh there's a cut joint, and then double jointed knees, and then ball hinge ankles. And, there's a little ankle rocker too, kind of cool. Now, straight out of the box, he is able to hold his weapon with both hands. Two-handed weapons, as you can see, but doesn't look too natural. But hopefully, a little modification will help make it a little bit better. And I'm gonna try to heat up some of the joints here, so it gives a little bit more, especially around the neck. If you first take this out of the box, if you try to turn his head, you feel like you're gonna rip that whole peg off. So what I did was I actually heated the neck piece, mainly the base of the neck section, up with the hairdryer a little bit, and then try to move it here you could kind of see the joint in there. It's not a hard plastic joint, so you gotta be somewhat careful, because if it's on there really tight, you do run the risk of twisting that whole peg off, that whole ball joint off. So you gotta be really careful with this figure. Well, somewhat careful with it for now. Yeah. Alright, so here it is. After the little modification, I was able to get him to do this, and this looks way better as far as the pose that I have him doing right now. And I must say, this is a really awesome looking figure. If you like Red Hood, and if you like the Arkham game, then this might be a worthwhile purchase. Now, I will show you exactly what I did. The piece that I cut off, which I'll show, you know what, right now. And one thing to watch out for is that the shoulder piece, that is a soft rubber piece, and it is glued onto the chest area. Here you can see it's glued onto the back and the front. So if you raise the arm too high, it will kind of rip it. So here you can see it's tearing a little bit, but I think I could easily fix that by gluing it back down if I need to. But for now, because I like this pose, I think I'm gonna leave it like that for now. But I'll show you the modification first. So here you go. Here's that section I chopped off. Basically right here, you can see it extend out a little bit more, which gives the peg that goes into the body a little more room to move. You can see here it's kind of narrow. This section is kind of narrow, and now it's a lot wider on this side. And when you lower the arms, you could definitely see the difference. This side is actually touching the body, while this side is not. And if I raise the arm a little bit more, which allows the arm to go in even further with this section. So that's how he could hold the weapon a little bit better than straight out of the box. With the elbows, I can't really do anything about it because there are a lot of pieces that's for decoration. The gauntlet piece is kind of in the way with the bicep section, and the bicep section also has a little skirt that's coming out, which kind of blocks articulation as well. I mean, you got a good range right now. You got about 90 degrees, but if you want him to look down the barrel, this joint has to go in even further. Then, so you'll have to cut some pieces off, which I don't want to, because the design, once I cut that, it will ruin the design, and I don't want that. So, so for now, well, I don't think I will, but yeah, for now I'm not gonna do anything about it, especially for the elbows. And one last thing I want to mention, if you want his head to turn a little bit more, like to the side or a little tilt, I highly suggest using a hairdryer just to heat up the neck section a little bit. Try not to focus too much on the helmet itself, because it does have a gloss on it, and if you heat it too much, it might ruin the glossy paint for the helmet. But the neck piece, you can kind of heat it a little bit, and you should be able to move his head quite a bit more than straight out of the box. And here's the size comparison between the DC Collectibles Red Hood with Marvel Select Thor and Marvel Legends Ultron. And the figure itself, it's about a little over 7 inches in height, about 7.25 inches in height, and it's gonna set you back about 25 or so bucks. And I bought it off the comic shop. It cost a little bit more, but it's alright. And yeah, I highly recommend this thing. And yeah, so there you go. There's the DC Collectibles Red Hood figure from Arkham Knight. Thanks for watching.